A lot of tables stopped talking, so I'm pretty sure it is. All right, everyone, we're going to continue on with our program. We do have greetings from our very own President Esther. She's going to come up and say a few words.
Sorry, a little inside joke. One of the very first times I was introduced as the president here, Miss Woodard said, "And this is my girl." And I was like, how many presidents get to be known as my girl? Anyway, hello everyone. I hope you enjoyed your meal. And I'm not going to stay before you long because I'm a big believer that when you have awards ceremonies and things like that, people are like, I don't want to hear all these folks talk. I want to know who won what. But I want to stand before you and thank you very much for your work, not only on the court, the field, the track, whatever it is, but thank you so much for your work in the classroom. It always makes me very, very proud when your coaches and the administration tells me about the kinds of things that you all do, not only in athletics, but what you do in the classroom, because at the end of the day, that's what you're here for. And so I really want to thank you for that, because I was just in Springfield recently, and it was really my honor to talk about all the things that are happening here at Governor State, but to also talk about what our student athletes are doing. So congratulations, and I will try as much as possible. If I didn't make it to your game, your meet, your match, whatever it's called, I will try my best to continue to do that, because I think that's really important. And if it doesn't rain, where's our track athletes? You in the room? I'm going to try to be there tomorrow, guys and gals. Um, so I'm probably going to bring my dog, so if she starts chasing y'all, you might run faster. I don't know. Anyway, no, kidding. I'm just kidding. But anyway, I just really want to thank you, and to the parents and the friends and the supporters. And the other thing I really want to say is to congratulate all of you. When I've come to a couple of the games, it has really made my heart really proud when I see other sports supporting additional sports, right? So when I see volleyball players at the basketball game and vice versa, I really appreciate that, and I'm sure your fellow students appreciate that. Oh yeah, that's Mr. like champion over there, Mr. Cheerleader or whatever. So thank you so very much, because I think it means a lot. And so I'm going to stop talking, but again, I want to congratulate all of you. How many of you in here are graduating? Can I see the graduates? Yeah, wait, come on, raise your hands. All right. So I look forward to shaking your hand or giving you a high five or whatever you want to do at commencement, because again, that's what it's about. There's that Nike commercial that says that, most college athletes will go professional in something other than sports. And so whether you're going to be a doctor, an entrepreneur, a lawyer, whatever it is, congratulations, and don't forget Governor State, because we are Gov State. Have a great night.
Always. Thank you for those kind words, those encouraging words, always, President Esther. Now we're going to have our men's and women's cross country / track and field coach, John Niendorf, come up. Like, like his athletes, Coach John is all around campus. We see him every single place I think he's been. So congratulations to his athletes, and I'll let him take it away.
All right, how are we doing, everyone? Nice to see you. First and foremost, I just want to say thank you to all the parents that could make it here tonight. Clap it up for all the parents, because without them, we're nothing. I also want to thank Susie Morris, Chandra Thompson for setting all this up, because this is not easy to get all this assembled and get all these bodies in this gym. So thank you for setting that all up for us. Also want to give a special shout out to Tony Bates, just because as a young coach, he hired me and he gave me the opportunity of a lifetime, and I'm eternally grateful for that. He's allowed me to coach these beautiful young men and women, and they've been just awesome inside and out. So thank you to all those people. Also, just want to give a special shout out to all my seniors this year, because this senior class is definitely going to have a special place in my heart, because when we took over the program about 4 years ago, they came here when we were absolutely nothing. So they built this program basically just on faith. We had about like 4 women on the team and 1 guy on the team when it was all taken over. And a lot of these seniors that are in the room today, they came on a complete leap of faith. So they'll always have a special place in my heart for, really trusting me, and they allowed me to grow as well as a coach. So special shout out to those seniors. Yeah, thank you. Clap it up. Now, as a young coach, you make tons of mistakes all the time. And these young men and women, they really do push you to be the very best version of yourself. I make tons of mistakes coaching, in just all different regards. But I just love coaching these young men and women just because they are able to push me to be better each and every day. And I'm just so grateful for the opportunity to coach all of them. And they've really helped me grow as a coach. And I really think we're going to be doing some special things here coming up here soon. And just some shout outs I wanted to give out for the season. On the women's side, they made it to nationals for the first time in our program's history. So clap it up for that. They finished 32nd in the country, and they represented our team very, very well. At the conference level, they had 3 all-conference runners, and they actually led the CCAC and all-academic CCAC runners. So, just amazing students and athletes as well. And then on the men's side, same thing, 3 all-conference runners, and they too as well led the CCAC and all-academic, all-conference as well. So they've been phenomenal inside the classroom and on the track and field, on the cross-country course. They've been phenomenal. So just special shout out to all those runners. On the track side, there's just so many amazing things to talk about, but I don't want to keep you guys here for so long. Steve Session was the conference champion in high jump. Daniel Zavala was conference champion in the 5K. Our women's 4x8 was conference champion. Countless all-conference runners across the board. So I just couldn't be more proud of how the track and field side has been going as well. So overall, just been incredibly proud of these athletes, and like I said, I couldn't be more grateful for the opportunity to coach them each and every day. It's not easy for these young men and women to get up at 4:40, 4:30, 5 o'clock, and get to practice at 6 a.m., 7 a.m., whatever. I see you, Sophie. I'm watching. But I'm just I'm very just inspired by these athletes all day, every day. And like I said, they make me want to be a better coach, and I hope they keep allowing me to coach them, because this doesn't work without them buying in and them doing everything the right way. And they make my job incredibly easy. So again, just want to give a special shout out to all the athletes on the cross country and track teams. So clap it up for them, please. Thank you. And now for some awards. Okay, for the women's cross country MVP, most valuable runner, this woman right here, she finished 2nd place in the conference. Just an incredible, incredible talent. She's only a freshman. She was also freshman of the year, and she was the reason, a big, big, big reason why we were able to go to nationals, and that's Sophia Flowers. For cross country MVP. And you'll be seeing a lot more of her soon. And now the runner that was most improved on the women's side for cross country. She had a lot of injury issues her freshman, sophomore year, and she's just been so driven in the weight room, doing all the little things necessary, going to see the trainers, just everything in her power to make herself be the best runner she could possibly be. And she has flourished this year. She had an amazing cross country season. She's having a wonderful track season. She just broke 19 in the 5K, and I've just been so incredibly proud of her. She just ran 5 flat in the 1,500-meter run, and she's just made leaps and leaps and bounds improvement from her sophomore, freshman year to now her junior year, and that's Yahaira Rodriguez. And then for our cross country all around student athlete award, she won't be able to be here today because she's actually serving our country in the National Guard. So she's away in boot camp right now, I guess. But she is a big reason our women's team made it to nationals. She's the glue that holds this team together. She's incredibly motivational, incredibly hardworking, and she just puts her body on the line every time she races. And that tenacity, it ekes into the rest of the women's team. And that was, like I said, a big reason that they were able to make it to nationals. They only made it there by about 1-2 points. So she's just had so many incredible performances, and that's Avery Kittle. And there'll be a lot of these. There's 6 and 6. So this one, MVP for men's cross country. This guy, he came into us from JJC as a freshman. Again, he was one of those people that built the program. He came here on a hope and a prayer, and he just trusted me, and I trusted him, and he's just improved so much from his freshman year to now. And I just love the confidence that he's been running with as he's gotten older. He just has become such an incredible runner. And he actually got first place in conference for track recently, all conference as well. And, he's looking to get a national qualifying standard in the 10K here pretty soon. He's ranked 19th in the country in the 10K. And just could not be more proud of this young man. And cross-country MVP, that's Daniel Zavala. Also a male student athlete of the year winner. Now, for men's cross country, most improved. This guy came to us from Joliet as well. Started off, I believe he was a high 16 guy, and he's dropped his time so much. And just through sheer grit and determination, work ethic, he embodies everything that it means to be a Jaguar on this cross country team. He's a great leader, great guy. Everyone on the team loves him. I can't find someone that has a bad thing to say about him. He's just a great teammate. And his hard work has led him to get this most improved award. And actually, I do have the athletes vote on these awards, and so it's a true testament to who he is as a runner that all his teammates voted him most improved, and that's Elijah Jones. Okay. Now, this was a pretty tight race in the voting, the all around student athlete. So, this is someone that just epitomizes leadership, good grades, everything it means to be a Jaguar. Um, he actually recently transferred in from another school. So, for him to receive this award, getting voted on by his teammates in just one semester of him doing this, just is, again, a testament to his character as a man. Just an incredibly kind soul, very good to everyone, shows a lot of good leadership qualities, is always willing to like lend a hand with like recruits, with new people on the team, just anyone struggling through anything. I just couldn't be more proud of this guy, and that's Parker Griffin. All around student athlete. And I'm so sorry. I have 6 more awards to give. So now I'm going to move to the track and field side. This women's MVP, this is going to be a back-to-back here. Again, she is ranked number 1 in the 3K in the country, and she's ranked number 8 in the 10K in the country. She just ran a 36:19 10K, which is, that's like back-to-back 18:10 5Ks around there. So just an incredible, incredible athlete, and she's hoping to add some more accolades to her resume at conference tomorrow, and that's MVP Sophia Flowers. All right, now for most improved for track and field for the women. She recently just ran in the high 1840s at Grand Valley, and she's made incredible strides, incredible improvements. She's a great student, great person. She's always down to business. She's been amazing for this program. Another big reason why the women's cross country team made it to nationals. She was in the top 5. Most improved, that's going to be Morgan Piesinski. Representing the nation of Poland. Okay, and then all around women's student athlete. Again, this athlete, she came in, when we were nothing. She helped build the program with recruiting, with being a great teammate, just making the women on the team feel welcome, the new men on the team feel welcome. She's an incredible student, incredible athlete. She was also all conference for cross country. She made it to nationals last year in the track or on the track with a 4:43 1500. Just couldn't say enough nice things about this young woman. She's just been incredible, and she's been the building block for this entire program. And all-around student athlete for women's track and field, that's Krista Stanko. All right, now on the men's track side, just got 3 more of these. A lot of awards. Um, this guy, just incredible. He was the conference champion in the high jump, and he's from Thornwood High School. He's only a freshman, so him and Sophia Flowers, good counterparts right there. He's just been great, like just incredible hard worker, so technically sound, always willing to listen. Smoothest guy in the room. MVP, that's Steve Session. And then most improved for track and field. Again, this guy coming in, one of the one of the ones that also helped build the program. He's just been amazing. Last year he was the freshman. He was the freshman of the year in cross country. He recently ran a 14:59 5K, and he's just been incredible. He's just taken leaps and bounds, improvements. Super humble guy, great teammate. Everyone on the team loves him. One of the funniest guys you'll meet in the room. Just couldn't say enough the good things about him. Most improved player, that's Samuel Rocio. Okay, last but not least, this is the all-around student athlete. Again, voted on by your peers, so it shows a lot about who they are, their character, their integrity, who they're about as a man. This guy is always willing to lend an extra hand when it comes to like the weight room, when it comes to teaching people different plyos, when it comes to academic assistance. He helps me out a lot with recruiting. He's just the definition of a great teammate. He's helped me build the program up this past year with recruiting and everything like that. Everyone on the team loves him. Hilarious guy. Makes practice a lot easier. Makes those runs go by a lot easier each and every day with those conversations. One of the best conversationalists you'll ever meet. The all-around student athlete of the year for men's track and field. That's Colin O'Brien.
That's a wrap for Coach Niendorf. Thank you so much for our cross country and track and field. We're going to move on to our esports newcomers to Gov State Athletics with Coach Kareem Bader.
What's going on, Jaguars? Y'all see this trophy? Y'all see this? First one of the program, y'all. Many more to come. All right, Jaguars. No, I got it. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. So esports. Esports is competitive video gaming for those who don't know what esports is. We compete on a national level within multiple divisions and multiple conferences as well. Um, I'm very excited about being here after the first year of being the director of the esports program. It's been a massive accomplishment to be able to, first of all, win this trophy for our Marvel Rivals team, and then to also get to the national stage for Marvel Rivals. To wrap up everything we have basically done for this year, like I said, we have won the ECAC Division G championship for our Marvel Rivals team. We have achieved playoffs for both semesters for 3 teams within 3 conferences, where we play in 4 conferences all throughout the year. We have achieved a national ranking of 14 within the Marvel Rivals Division 4 NECC conference, where unfortunately we got out in the round of 16, but it was still a major accomplishment for our Rivals team. We achieved a 3rd-place finish in the fall semester for NBA 2K, and I do want to crown the NBA 2K player Amarion Osborne today. So Amarion, if you can come up right now to get your medal for the 3rd place fall 2025 NBA 2K. And with that, we are very. All good? You got it? All right, all right. We are very excited about going into year 2 of GSU Esports with multiple games coming in as well and different recruits as well coming for the next year. To leave here with a motivational message for everyone here, every sport is different, the game is different, the grind is different, and even the scoreboard looks different. But every single one of you made it in this room because you made the same choice to commit to something bigger than yourselves, to show up when it was hard, and to represent the university with everything you had. That doesn't go unnoticed. The wins matter, but what matters most is the character that you're building within these 4 walls. You're leaving this year more disciplined, more resilient, and more capable than when you first started. Take that into every room you enter for the rest of your lives and never forget what it felt like to be a part of something bigger than yourselves. Thank you guys. Have a great rest of your night.
All right. Thank you, Coach Kareem. We're going to move on to our men's and women's golf with Coach Fred Hawkins. I'm being petty.
I know that's right. All right, Jaguar Nation, let's hear it. Well, I have a small task. I see some evil eyes looking at me right quick, trying to get me to speed up. But hey, you know how it is. Golf, we're quiet. Shh. All right, we're gonna deal with the women first. I love the 2 young ladies that we have on our team. The grit, the perseverance that they have. When you look at, we only have 2 young ladies on our team. But if we have 9 teams in our conference, 5 schools have a full team. Show you how it is competitive as far as the women's concerned. Now, the reason why there's a disparity among women now is because the National Golf or the National Scouting Association said there's 10,000 girls playing high school golf. But only 2,000 go on to play golf. That's because the other 5,000 or 8,000 was two-sport young ladies. When they graduated from high school, they went on and played another sport. But coming into 2027, the ladies that we have now in high school, they're all golfers. It's not like playing two-sport golf. These young ladies coming up now, juniors, seniors in high school, are all golfers. That's because of the exposure of women golf on television, camps, in different situations. So 2027 looks good, looks good. So we're gonna move on. I know Miss Susie rolling her eyes at me, so let me move on. So, so we can go on to the most valuable woman on our team, and this young lady has been working with us hard for the last couple of years. She's really been helpful in trying to keep the women's sport at golf going, and that's Miss Alexis Fultz. And the most improved player, has only been with us uh, since this semester. First time really playing the game, learning how to play the game, and really, once you get hooked, you're hooked. So the most improved player on the women's side is Olivia Bax. You know, at Governor State, all our athletes, we develop leadership. That's our purpose. You come to school here, you're going to play sports, you're going to get involved, but the most important thing, we develop leaders here. And I just want to make sure that we understand that and expose and display that. So what I'd like to do is have our men's captain come up front, please. Bright. Austin Byes. I know you're tired of hearing the coaches doing all the bragging about stuff like that, so I have somebody else to do my talking.
Hello, everybody. My name is Austin, and I'm the captain of the men's golf team. I just want to kind of go over our season this year. So starting out, we won one of our tournaments this year. We placed first in the Trinity Classic out of 6 teams. And then in our own tournament that we hosted here at University Park, we had placed second place, led by Casey Taylor with an even par. And then we placed second out in Defiance, Ohio, which was a school-setting record of 298 as our team score. That was led by Juan with shooting 82-68, big turnaround. Then Julio shooting 72-69 and winning CCAC Player of the Week. After that tournament, we did place 4th in the St. Francis Invite out of 11, led by Zach Hickman, 74, which is 2 over. Then we placed fifth place in the Judson Invite out of 20 teams, and that was also led by Casey with a 72, 1 over. And then we just finished 7th place in our conference this past week, led by Geronimo Pineros, 82, 78, 79. And then to round out, our top 3 averages were led by Julio with a 77.8, Casey at a 78.9, and Geronimo at a 79. And we look forward to see what we do in the fall.
leadership. Huh? That's what we're talking about. So let's get on to the awards. So what we'll do now, the most valuable player uh, for the men's golf, Julio. Julio also won our birdie. Is the birdie champ this year. He had 30 birdies through the season, which is a lot. This young man here has been with us a while. When I recruited him, I had to go way down south to get him. And he's been here, he's been improving each and every year. So the most improved golfer on the men's side, Lewis Wappler, better known as Waffle House. Waffle House. And last but not least, the all-around student. The all-around student, he's been a leader. As you can see, he was the captain, as well as he also earned the presidential scholarship. Mr. Austin Bies. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Fred. He did not go overtime. All right, so next we have our women's soccer coach, Coach Grace.
All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Grace McLaughlin. And as most of you know, I was a former soccer player here at Governor State University. Kiko would have been here in a second if he could, but he had family matters in Kansas he had to attend to. So I feel so honored to not only present our team awards, but to have been a part of such an amazing, hardworking team, along with being surrounded by such positive, caring people like Kiko, Fibo, and every single Lady Jaguar on the women's team. So to start off, we have our most valuable player. This athlete was so valuable to our season. She brought such a great attitude, energy, and work ethic since day one. This girl had the willingness and want to play any position because she would literally do whatever it was needed to better and bring success to our team, even if that meant changing from playing her normal position as goalie to a field player and running up and down that field for 90 minutes. And the crazy part is, she fit right in. No one would be able to tell that she was normally a goalie, which is unheard of. When you watch her play, you can see how much she loves and has passion for soccer, and I cannot wait to see what else she does. It is my honor to present to you our MVP, Hannah Maylander. for our most improved. So this girl improved so much, not only technically, but also her ability to read the game, and her confidence when playing grew so much over the course of this season. It was really a beautiful thing to see the player she became today. She's not in attendance today. She had her sister's wedding in Mexico, but we want to still recognize our only freshman, who was such a good friend to every player on this team. She came in so shy, but by the end, everyone knew who she was on and off that field. So for our most improved is Diana Horta. Thank you. All right. And lastly, for our student athlete, this player has such incredible athleticism. You could see it in her stride when she runs up and down the field. She's so coachable and honors what a student athlete truly is. She not only puts our team first, but she's always coming up with fun ideas for our program. And all the while, she's still getting such amazing grades. And when I mean amazing, I mean all A's all around. And no matter where she ends up in life, soccer or her future career, I have no doubt she will be killing it and thriving. So, like I like to say, OJ, don't play. Our student athlete, Olivia Jezrok.
Thank you, Coach Grace, for our Women's Soccer Awards. We're going to have Anthony Bates come up for our Men's Soccer Awards. And Coach Jose, if he's in. I saw him. That's why I'm like, I know I saw him.
Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Jose Antonio Gonzalez. I am the new men's soccer coach, and I'm just here to present a few of the awards from the team that they had this past season. But before I do that, I did do a little research, and thanks to Fibo that's here, he gave me some information in regards to some thank yous that need to go in hand, starting with the teams that, in case you didn't know, the teams from last year and before did not have a field on campus, and they would practice at. Actually, let's start with the fact they had to wake up at 4:30 in the morning and be on a van or buses by 5:15 in the morning, and then they would rotate with the JV team and the women's team. But to do that, you had a logistical plan that had to take in place, and it had to be done. And we want to thank the people that made that happen, because without it, obviously, you couldn't compete the way that the team had competed in the past. Some of the staff that made it possible were Mark Johnson and Pastor Dave. Again, they were driving the students back and forth, picking them up. They actually had multiple trips on a day. Just know that the first ride was at 5:15, and they were back probably. They weren't done until about 11 o'clock noon in the middle of the day. So it's a lot of gratitude shown to those people, and thank you for doing that. The other people that we would like to thank are the athletic trainers, because you had to have a trainer in sight. Jason Wolf, Jessica Edinger, and I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. She professionally organized the shifts out to Crown Point, because again, it was usually 3 sessions, the men's and the women's, and they would have to be there again by 6:15, ready for the practice, and then take care of anything and everything that took place to have our athletes be at the best that they could be. Another shout out before the individual awards, the men's reserve team participated in the first, I believe, time first ever reserve league for a conference, I believe, in the entire nation. Um, and they participated, and not only did they participate, they did very, very, very well. Um, they only lost 2 games in the season. They dominated Olivet. We always want to say that we beat Olivet. That's something. That's something that I saw at the volleyball game. Everybody wants to beat Olivet, so at every sport, yes, we want to get them, and when we get them, we want to make sure everybody knows. All right? We beat them on their grass field. We beat them on their turf field when it counted in the playoffs. So, and unfortunately, we lost the final, but at least we were there in the final to beat. To lose to a Trinity Christian team that we won't ever see again, I think. So, um, a little bit about the first team. We played a very, very, very competitive uh, non-conference schedule. Played many, many nationally ranked teams. Um, went to competed pretty much in almost all of those games. Um, and it is just a season where character was developed because in sports we like to remind people we don't like things easy, and when things are a little bit difficult, it's actually when true character is revealed. And the men's first team was able to turn things around that season and get to compete at the end, although we came up a little bit short in the playoffs. So again, a big thank you to everyone. The other thing is we wanted to especially thank uh, that we don't have to do this anymore in terms of waking up in the morning and make these drives. Thank you to the board, to the administration, to Coach Bates, to anyone and everyone that made it possible to have our new soccer complex here at school, so we can, the guys that live here, the ladies and the gentlemen that live here, you can just wake up and be at the field in 15 minutes and be ready to go. All right, so. All right, and again, a special thank you that not only did it get done, not only is it just a field, it's a top level. For those of you guys that know what FIFA is, it's a FIFA approved field that there are very, very, very few in our area, and that's something that we are looking forward to use to build a different type of tradition going forward. And as I told you guys before, I'm just blessed to be here and to be part of it, and I'm looking forward to work with our student athletes here. All right. Now to the awards. I'm just going to announce it. I'm not sure if who's here and who's not, but I don't think I have seen this gentleman right here. But this is for the most valuable player, and for the 25-26 season, it was Joan El Niño Gallardo. Is he here? Okay, the most improved player for 25-26 was the gentleman by Matias Gallego. All right, and the last award, the all-around student athlete for 25-26, Abran Jaimes. Thank you very much.
It's not my thingy. Thank you to our men's soccer coach and to our athletic director, Anthony Bates. Next, we have women's basketball with Coach Tonisha Mack.
How everybody doing? Everybody all right? As I'll get up here, I want you guys to know how amazing it is from when we first started athletics to having like 5 tables to now having a gym full of student athletes. So you guys should be proud of yourself and where we are. So for women's basketball, we have a history, a culture of competing, of being represented as the standard of what I tell my kids. Like our slogan and what we say is the standard is the standard. You meet it, you exceed it, but to fail it is not an option. And I think that all of our women's from our varsity reserve and our varsity team live by that. So I'm more proud of not just the awards, but who they are as young women, what they do in the classroom. Like I tell them all the time, yeah, y'all got that degree that y'all chasing because they putting in the work for it, from chemistry to mathematics to biology to business to that's the thing that I'm most proud of from you guys. So just to move forward with this season, coming off a Elite Eight national championship run, something that the CCAC has never seen from women's basketball, and I'm going to say it unless it's us, we'll never see again. To what we're trying to do, that this team coming following that was a lot of expectations, was a lot of um, putting the standard on our back. And with this new group coming in, we had 2 kids returning from that team, and we still made it to the playoffs, and we still had some great success in what we're doing. So I really just want to say thank you, and I humbly thank everybody who always supports, especially our fellow soccer players over there who just cheers on every sport, bleeding black and orange. So we make sure we should have gave an award to them for sure. So we do appreciate that and how you guys support each other. So that means a lot. So the first award that I want to give out, I joke with her all the time. Me and my assistant, Coach Green, we talk about this all the time, that she should have came here last year, but she went D1 and she played on a D1 university, and then she came this year and just set the tone and set the tempo of the expectation of wearing number 20. We all know Tab wore that, and it was a lot that came with that, and she filled that jersey so well. And I think that having one more year with her, woo-wee, it would have been something special. But we do appreciate you coming and you choosing Governor State and then putting this on your back. So for the most improved player for us is Davina Smith. Oh, I also forgot that she is the first ever women's basketball that was newcomer of the year. So shout out to Dee for that too. The next award that I'm giving out was our All Around Student Athlete Award. This kid is not only graduating with her master's degree, she came to our program already earning a bachelor's with 2 years remaining, and earned her master's degree this year. But this kid put her heart and soul in this year. She helped us get to that national Elite Eight run, and she returned, putting her body through everything that it can possibly go through in the course of the season, and gave it everything and left it all out there. And you just couldn't ask for a better leader, a better role model, a better communicator, a better woman that will literally hold each other accountable, that was the glue to our team, that when we folded, we leaned on her calmness. And you know, she get a little chippy if you talk a little trash, and it's a side of her that people don't see. But I wouldn't be standing here if she wouldn't have came to our program to get us what we need. And we truly, truly, truly value you. We truly, truly, truly respect that you gave your all to this program. So our all around, on top of that, she's a great student, above can I say your GPA? She had like a 3.9 in this master's program. And our all around student athlete, Calvina Eubanks. Oh, and today is her birthday. I purposely didn't tell you happy birthday so I can tell you. Love you, dear. The last award, it's so funny because if you guys know her, you know she's just a ball of energy all the time. She does not stop talking. She does not stop laughing. She does not stop joking. She does not stop making noise. But it's just been a pleasure seeing her grow from a young woman to who she is today. I had the pleasure of coaching her since she's been 10 years old. And everything that you guys see her do on the court, I remember when she couldn't even use a left hand. And it's amazing just to see the transition from her from a child to a preteen to a young adult to the young lady that she is today. And she's another kid that transferred into our program because it was an unfortunate situation that her school closed. And the biggest thing for me is she chose me. She could have reached out to any other coach. She couldn't have. She could have reached out to any other program, but she chose Governor State, and that mattered the most to me because she's the most comfortable with me. And it was just a pleasure coaching and putting everything on her back, coming from our National 8 run to where she had a good role. This year she had a major role. She led the conference in scoring the entire season. Um, Player of the week, first team all conference. And I just don't think it's enough to say that we truly, truly, truly wouldn't have been where we are without her coming. So our most valuable player for women's basketball is no other than Sincere McDaniel. This is what we dealt with the entire season. Thank you guys.
Thank you to all of our women's basketball. Y'all know y'all hold a special place in my heart always. We're going to move on to our men's basketball awards. We're going to bring up Coach Anthony Bates. They sound tired of you.
Men's basketball, going into this year, I used to make them look up at the banners and see what our soccer team had put up the year before and also what our women's basketball team did. And that was the first thing we did every day when we started practice, to let everyone know that that's the journey that we're on, and the destination was going to be for us to put up a banner alongside these banners. Hey, guys, you did it. From the coaching staff, I have probably the best coaching staff in the world. A lot of talent, a lot of individual work. People don't understand it's more than just passing out a basketball. That's the easy part. It's the late night conversations. It's making sure that everyone's doing what they need to do on the floor and off the floor. So those are the things I'm most proud of as far as my coaching staff is concerned. And my coaching staff won Coach of the Year this year. At this time, I'm going to invite up for you guys, my assistant coach, Coach V, my associate head coach. He's been with me since day one. Quiet, but maybe not. I don't think my players think he is. He speaks two languages, but I think he's going to only speak one today. My players know what I'm talking about. So, Coach V.
Good evening, everyone. First thing, I'd like to congratulate the young men that I had the pleasure of coaching this year. It was a really, really, really fun group. For me, this was my 41st year in college men's coaching. I've coached on every level, Division I, junior college, NAI, and I coached professionally for a year. But this group right here was very, very special. They got along very well. They were just a joy to be around. The thing that sticks out to me the most about this season is the beginning of the year they had ranked us to be sixth in the conference. Well, we won the conference tournament. We lost the conference tournament championship, but we had one of our players make first team all conference, one second team all conference, two made honorable mention all conference. We had the defensive player of the year, we had the newcomer of the year, and we had the coach of the year. So that was very, very rewarding to our team. The first award that we're going to present, this young man is not here today, but it's our most improved player, and that award goes to Trey Warren. This award right here is the all-around student athlete, classroom, on the floor, off the floor. This young man, sometime I think, was just crazy, just crazy. But the all-around student athlete for men's basketball 25-26 goes to none other than Max Marius. Our most valuable player for the 25-26 men's basketball team. Can't say enough about this young man. Another crazy young man that was on the team. Tough. And when I say tough, just tough. Um, Came back in our playoff game, wasn't supposed to play. Getting treatment after treatment for 3 days, morning, noon, and night, getting treatment. Didn't start, didn't play. And when we needed him most, I never forget he told Coach Bates, I'm going in the game. And he hit two big baskets for us to go to the conference tournament championship game. And our most valuable player, none other, Lord have mercy. Let me see. Isaiah Tolbert.
Thank you guys. It was a special season, and I was happy to be a part of this men's basketball season. I don't think it'll be another group like them. Like Coach V said, they are crazy. We're gonna move on to our men's and women's volleyball, which is none other than Coach Jessica Reyes, who's already on her way.
Yes. Thank you, guys. Well, I just want to say thank you to all of you. Thank you to my team, my family, the girls and guys. We're going to start with the women's volleyball team. I'm so proud of all of them because this is the first time, if I'm right, in 12 years, the women's volleyball make the playoffs. So, yep. And we finally finished in the 5th place in the conference. So I'm really happy, real proud of you girls. So we're gonna start with MVP player for the women's volleyball team. Um, well, this girl made many player of the weeks. Um, she made first team all conference. She made freshman of the year, and first time ever, a first All American for the women's program. So, Greta Butcher. Okay, so next player. This girl came last year in the spring semester. To be honest, we didn't expect this far of the season. We didn't expect like this great job. Um, she came from the bench in many of the games, and she make a setter of the week many times too. And I'm really proud of her because we work extra every day. She was here every day working to make it better. The most improved player is for Alexa Martinez. She also made second team all conference. Okay. Um, Before I finish, I just want to say all of you girls make really good. If I can have more awards, I will give it to one of you, like each of you. Thank you so much for this season. To be honest, it was a roller coaster since the beginning, right? But I just want to say thank you. And this is for all around a student athlete. This player has been here for 4 years already. Um, she always support. She always was trying to play in the best level. And even after she finished her season and her senior season, she was coming to help. She was coming to every off-season practices, and she was always trying to support the team. So this is for Jennifer Berwica. So I'm also really proud to say and be the coach for the men's program as well. This is our first year in the conference, second year as a program. Thank you, Coach Bates, and thank you to all of you for let us have all this team here. Um, so, first year in conference, second place in conference, 20th the country. What else? 6 players being nominated for first team and second team all conference. We have 3 guys in the first team, 2 guys in the second team, and a guy that get awards as well. So guys, you make really good. Hopefully next year, we can get better, but I'm really proud of you. We're gonna start with the MVP for men's volleyball. This guy is really crazy how he came to the team because he was here already. And just because he used a shirt in one of the classes and one of my players, he told me like, oh, I see a guy with a men's volleyball shirt. So I'm gonna invite him to one of the open gyms. So he came to the open gym. I didn't expect a lot of things until I saw him play and I was like, wow, he can play, you know? He made a big difference in our team, and also he get 3 times Defender of the Week and first team all conference. This is for Jared Bays. So, next player, most improved player. Um, this guy, a freshman, okay, he make a difference in a lot of the games. Even like freshman could be a really hard uh, time to join to and be part of the game. But this guy make a difference. He gets 2 times hitter of the week, first team all conference, and freshman of the year. Pablo, Pablo, come here. Pablo Pascual. No corras. No corras. Tranquilo. Yay. Well, last one here. All around student athlete. This is for a guy. The He was real important since he came here. He was always bringing energy to the court. great student. He came from a surgery where we thought like is gonna he was gonna stay out of the court, but as soon as he get clear from the doctor, he was pushing all the time. He was working really hard, and he also made one time setter of the week and second team all conference. So this is for Lucas Lap. Thank you.
Congratulations to our men's volleyball team, especially for their first conference play. And congratulations to our women's volleyball team as well. Now we're going to have Coach Anthony Bates come up for the Jaguar Scholar Team of the Year. Are y'all ready? Y'all not excited. I don't like it.
Okay, we have a brand new award that we're starting this year that we feel is very important. We have a room full of competitors in different sports. So it'll be kind of tough to have the basketball team play against the soccer team in soccer, or the volleyball team play against our women's basketball team in volleyball. So what made it all even for us is grades. All right? Makes it pretty even, right? So we're going to call this the Jaguar Scholar Team Award. It recognizes a team with the highest cumulative GPA from the overall past academic year. This honor celebrates student athletes who exemplifies commitment, discipline in the classroom, highlight their program that they're sharing that balances not only their academics, but also their athletics. With a cumulative GPA of a 3.32, the Scholar Athlete Team of the Year goes to our women's soccer team. Get up here. It's just always a fantastic opportunity for us to get together as a program to exemplify what we are on and off the field. But as always, I always want to leave you with something a little different. Um, I think it's important, especially in today's age, because of the speed that you guys live by with the internet, with the phones. It's called the gift of patience. And I think we have to start looking more at the process of the gift of patience. Slow down sometimes. I have a grandson. He's 5 years old and he likes sports cars. So I'm blessed enough to have a sports car. So at 5 years old, just put him on top of me and to learn how to steer a little bit and put the car in park and start it up. But what I realized is that I had to hide the car keys, right? Because there might be a time where Grandpa falls asleep or out somewhere, and my little grandson will go get in the car and start it, which wouldn't be a good thing, and maybe even try to drive it. But isn't it funny in life that something that might be a pleasure to him later on could kill him because he's so young? And I think that's the message that I want to send to all our student athletes tonight. We move so fast to get somewhere. Understand that the most important part of the process is the journey. It's not the destination. It's the journey. It's the process. If I ask you guys right now, who's the 16th president? I know the basketball team won't know, but everybody else might know who the 16th president is. All right. But if you don't know who the 16th president is, how long would it take you guys to find out? There's that speed again, right? Slow down. Enjoy the moments. I can't tell you the number of times we're on a road trip and the coaching staff is up in front, we're talking, and I turn around and none of the players are talking. I'm like, what's wrong with you guys? Why aren't you talking? Coach, we are. No, put the phones down, look someone in their eye, and have a conversation. And that's what we lack. Because whatever your destination is, what happens? You plan on going to Paris. You save money to go to Paris, right? For months, I'm going to Paris. We save the money and you go to Paris. Once you get to Paris and you've got to that destination, what happens to that destination? Now I'm going to Greece next year, right? The destination is going to always change. The journey doesn't. So continue to strive. Continue to be the best Jaguars you can possibly be, but take a quick break sometime and enjoy the moments. Enjoy each other's company because it doesn't last forever. I want to thank everyone for coming tonight. What a great turnout. What a great time. Susie Morris, wonderful job on putting everything together. All my coaching staff, my trainers, my supervisors, everyone else. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Hey, you guys, I really just want to appreciate you guys, but I want you guys to understand how much that this took in for Susie to put this together. Like, y'all don't understand the weeks of preparation of trying to figure this out, of the table settings to the food, to make sure everybody had something to eat, to everybody had a seat, to communicating with different departments, to putting all the programs together. Like, she literally ate, sleep, walked, woke up and met and did all this other stuff literally behind closed doors, and she did it with grace and she did it with passion and she did it with purpose. So y'all, I really want y'all to just give the gratitude to understand that she really wanted you guys to have a successful banquet. So Susie, we thank you, we love you, and we always appreciate everything that you do.
Hold on. There's not a lot of people I would get a call from on a Tuesday night and be like, excuse me, can you host this? It's not a lot of people I would do that for. This lady is absolutely one of those people. Although we get on her nerves all year, she takes the time and she cares about each and every athlete in this room and outside of this room. So never forget who has your back at Governor State, and she's definitely one of them. Okay, there's a lot of food. She still want to work.
Hey, y'all, thank y'all so much. People, I have a huge personality, and I talk to everybody, but I really don't like the limelight. I do what I do and keep it moving. But I wanted to just say we have a ton of food. First of all, I know the award ceremony, it takes up a whole lot of time, but that's the reason why we're here, right, to celebrate you guys and your accomplishments. But I wanted to say there may be some of you who have not had a chance to take advantage of the selfie. This is our space. So if you need a few more photos, that's good. We're gonna do some cleaning. I'm gonna put some music on, but you don't have to feel rushed in the next 2 or 3 minutes or 5 minutes, whatever, to get out. It is a lot of food. They brought me some to-go trays. It looked like very few, but the to-go trays, plates, etc. Go and fix some food. I'll turn on some music, but thank you, thank you, thank you. As it's been said, I do what I do for you guys, and so I hope you enjoyed the night. All right.